welcome back to my Pilates YouTube channel. So we are gonna come right into it today. So I want you to reach an arm up towards the ceiling, big reach. I want you to reach an arm up towards the ceiling, big reach. Beautiful. So I teach Pilates at Volcanes Senior Center on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 10:45. You should come try it. If you live in Albuquerque and you're over 50, come try it. Okay, we're gonna reach an arm up. So this workout's safe for everybody. I don't know if I'm so jittery, I'm like rocking back and forth. You can keep your feet right on the ground. Sorry. So reach it up. Beautiful, big reach. Gorgeous. Try to touch the ceiling. How are we feeling? Okay, so we're gonna open up those feet nice and wide and we're gonna twist it out. We're gonna look over your shoulder. Look over your shoulder. Gorgeous. Ooh, trying to twist a little more. Soft here. Just be nice to yourself. Maybe getting those crunches out of your spine. Ooh, okay. All right, shake it all out. So we're gonna find some grounding. So I want you to really lift your chest, roll your shoulders down and back. We're gonna add a soft bend to both of our knees here. So I want you to pull that navel up and in. That chest is lifted. We're gonna tuck that pelvic floor, engaging that core. So you already feel your legs start to activate here with that little bit of bend. If this is feeling really intense, you can always grab onto a wall or you can hold onto a chair or something like that. So tucking that pelvic floor, pulling that navel in. We're gonna put all of our weight into that right foot, lift that left leg. Hold it, take a breath. We're gonna put it all back down and switch it. Beautiful. So we're gonna go back and forth really slow here. You can have your hands on your hips, reminding yourself to hold that tuck in your pelvis, or you can have those hands to heart center, pressing into those palms, focusing. So it helps if you find one still point of focus here. It's a little bit hard if you're looking at something moving like me right now, but so switching sides. Beautiful. Beautiful. Just a couple more here. Finding those ankles. See if you can go a little bit slower. And let's put both of those feet down. Sit it up really tall. Let's press your hips forward. Maybe look up a little. Shake it out. Let it go. Let it all go. Okay, so we're going to bring those feet in front. And what I'm going to have you do is I'm going to have you lift up onto your toes. Lift those heels off the mat. Put those heels back down. So lift them on up and put them back down. Beautiful. Lift them up. Put them back down. So we're just keeping those knees really soft. We're pulling that navel in, finding a little bit of balance here. Coming on down. You got this. Lifting it up, putting it down. Nice. Coming back to your breath here. Breathing into it. Ooh, not falling over. You can always grab a wall, grab a chair. All right, let's let all that go. Shake it all out. Let those shoulders go. Take a big inhale. Exhale, let it all out. Let it all go. Okay, so we're gonna bring all that weight into our right foot. I want you to pick up your toes on your right foot and put your toes down one toe at a time. Try to press into the four corners of that foot. We're gonna lift that left heel off the mat. Pelvic floor tuck, navel pull down. Let's bring those hands to heart center. What I'm gonna have you do is nice and slow and controlled. You're gonna lift that knee up as high as you can. Maybe this is it, and then put it back down. So maybe you're just working on how high you can lift it for how long. Maybe it's just a teeny tiny little bit here. Maybe you're feeling really strong and confident and you want to lift that knee up just a little bit higher. Okay, so somewhere in there, pressing those hands together, keeping that chest nice and lifted. You got it. Breathing. Do one more, nice and slow, controlled. You got it. Nice and slow. Let's bring it on down. Let's shake it all out. Letting all that go. Okay, so we're gonna do that other side. Press all that weight into that left foot. Slight bend in that knee. Don't lock out that knee. Chest lifted. Nice strong core. We're gonna pick up those toes. Put one toe down at a time. Oh, you got it. And maybe bring those hands to heart center. Chest really lifted. Keeping that chest open. Not hunching our shoulders here. Keeping it lifted. We're gonna lift that foot off the mat nice and slow, putting it back down. You got this. So just gently lifting it up, gently putting it back down. All right, we're gonna lift it up maybe a little bit higher, kind of finding where it feels good for you, where you can go as slow as possible. Maybe this is when you want to practice by getting your knee as high as you can while holding a chair. So you're getting that hip work here. Maybe you're really testing that balance, being safe here. If you fall over in your living room, it's not my fault, okay? I can't come rescue you, so you gotta pick yourself up here. You got this. Let's do 2 more, nice and slow, controlled wherever you're at. Maybe you're just lifting a little. Maybe you're finding that really high lift wherever you are. And let's put it down, shake it out, let it all go. Ooh. Okay, something I love to do in my classes. If you take my class, Lost Volcanes, we immediately just get on the mat. And we're gonna find a plank. So you're gonna bring those hands nice and wide, roll those shoulders down and back, tuck that pelvic floor, pull that navel in, and hold. Spread back through those shoulders, press back through those heels, maybe a soft bend in your knee, tuck that pelvic floor, come to your breath. So really rolling those shoulders down and back, tuck that pelvic floor, pull that navel in, press through that mat. We usually like to hold it for 2 minutes in my Pilates class. How long can you hold it right now? Maybe pause the video and get out a timer. See how long you can hold a plank right here. And when you're ready, let's drop to those knees. And let's start some nice big circles here. Warming up through those wrists. Warming up. No, those wrists are warmed up from those planks, but you know what I mean. Big circles here. Beautiful. Let's open up those knees nice and wide. Bring your big toes together. Press back through your hips. Reach those hands forward. Try to bring your forehead to the mat. Coming to your breath here. Reaching those hands out nice and long. Let's walk our hands over to the right side of your mat. Maybe take that left hand on top of that hand. See how it feels. And let's nice and gentle walk it back to center. Let's take a breath here. And we're gonna walk those hands to that other side of the mat. Keep pressing back through those hips. Walking it back to center. We're gonna come on up into our tabletop, and I want you to bring your knees right underneath your hips, and I want you to bring those hands right underneath your shoulders here. We're gonna let that belly drop, stick your tailbone out. Exhale, tuck that pelvic floor around your back. Start to push that mat away. On that next one, let your belly drop, stick your tailbone out, drop your chest, maybe start to look up a little. Exhale, begin to chuck your chin to your chest, angry cat that back, tuck your pelvic floor, push that mat away, pull that heel in. Beautiful. And we're gonna flow through these, maybe try to look up a little deeper. Exhale, maybe push that mat away a little bit more. Find that cat-cow that really feels good in your spine. So exhale, round it. Inhale, lift it all up, let that belly fill up with air. Expand that ribcage. And squeeze it all out like you're a tube of toothpaste. Push it all away. Exhale, let that belly drop. Stick that tailbone out and look up. Beautiful. We're gonna bring that right arm up towards the ceiling. Really reach. Bring it all down with control. Bring that left arm up towards the ceiling. Really reach. Really opening up through those shoulders. Maybe you're right here today, and that's totally okay. It's a great place to be. Maybe you're working into it just a little bit deeper. Finding that reach, finding that lift, feeling really good here. Feeling really ready to go. And reach it up. got it. Reach. Coming back to your breath. Feeling really good. Ooh, you got it. Nice. All right. Beautiful. Let's come onto our forearms, giving those elbows a rest. Feeling really good here. We're gonna walk our knees just a little closer together. Pull that navel in towards your spine. Lift that right heel towards the sky. Gently with control, pulling that navel into your spine. Put that leg down. Switch sides. So the only thing moving is that leg. You're holding that core. Nice and stabilized. Holding it here. Pulling that navel in. Let's come to our breath here. Kind of breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. Really finding a place this feels okay. Oh, you got it. Beautiful. Ooh. Let's come back up onto those hands. And what I'm gonna have you do is you're gonna take your right knee in towards your right elbow. Take that knee, bring it towards your left elbow. Put it back down. Switch sides, so left knee towards that left elbow. Switch it, bring it back. So in towards that tricep, to the other tricep. Bring it back, into that tricep, towards that other tricep. Bring it back. Round that spine when you pull that elbow in. I almost did it wrong, so tricep, other tricep, back, tricep, other tricep, back, really rounding that spine, tricep, tricep, bring it back. We're really rounding it here, really feeling really good. Woo. Bring it all back to center. Gorgeous. We're gonna come down onto our right elbow. We're gonna take that left leg. You're gonna send it all the way back. We're gonna cross it over behind that other leg, pressing firmly into that elbow, using that other hand, I don't know if you can see it, pushing that mat away. Kind of a funky thing here. And we're gonna take that leg and we're gonna sweep it over, pull that elbow to your tricep, sweep it back, give you that cross. So let's be here. You got this for 8. And 7. 6. You got it. 5. 4. Squeeze it in. And 3. 2. You got it. Last one. Beautiful. Let's come on up. Let's do a little cat-cow here. What is your spine asking for? We're going to switch sides. Bring that other elbow down. That leg straight back. We're going to cross it over. Nice strong core. Press into that mat. Dome that spine. We're going to bring elbow. So knee to that elbow, to that shin, to that tricep. And kick it all the way back. Cross it over. So squeeze it in. You got this. It's kind of a weird move. I like it though. So we're going to do 8. Squeeze it. 7, you got this. 6, doing really good here. 5, don't quit on me. 4, 3, 2, and last one, squeeze, and kick it all the way back. Beautiful, let's come on up. We're gonna do another spine working here, but let's stretch for a second. So what I'm gonna have you do is tuck your toes, tuck those toes behind you. Oh, I know. And you're gonna take the palm, the back part of your hand. So here's your palm, the other side of your palm. You're gonna place it onto the mat. And we're gonna wiggle back and forth, press into those toes, wiggle it forward. I always gotta kind of move my toes a little bit to make my toes do this one. So we need to readjust here. But flipping that palm, we're gonna lean it forward. Lean it back, being nice to yourself here. Breathing. Breathing through it. You got this. I know it's a crazy stretch. All right, let's flip hands. The back of the palm. Pressing it back, pressing it forward. Breathing here. I'm sorry. tucking those toes. If you need to come out of it, you need to come out of it, but try to push yourself and breathe through it. We're gonna come out of it. Sit back on those heels, roll out those ankles. That was terrible. I hate those like foot and wrist stretches, but they are so good for you. So coming into our tabletop, really being a flat line here. So we're not letting that belly drop too far. We're not rounding that back too much. We're nice and engaged and level here, like we're a really good table. The pizza's not gonna roll off this table. You're gonna send that left leg back. You're gonna reach that right arm forward. I want you to reach, pull that navel in. Gently bring it all down. And switch it, really reach. Bringing it all down. We're gonna be here for a while, so I want you to really perfect it. And if you're feeling really wibble wobbly, just do an arm or just do a leg, okay? So find where is right for you, and I want you to slow it down. Trying to like, you could staple your navel to space-time right here. It's not moving. Everything else is staying still around it. That's what we're doing. We're pulling that navel in towards your spine and then reaching with those arms and those legs. Try to reach as far as you can. Bring it all down. We're just going to be here forever. So if you guys don't, I'm taking chemistry. And I just took a test today. And it wasn't too bad. I think all my studying is starting to pay off, you guys. Thank you for believing in me if you're in my class now that you can do it. Ooh, okay. We're gonna open up those knees nice and wide. Let's bring those big toes together. Let's press back through those heels. Hips, not heels. So press back through your hips. Reach your hands forward. Try to bring your forehead to the mat. If you can't get your forehead on the mat, maybe grab a pillow or grab something where you can just like let go of all the tension in the back of your neck. So we're just gonna take some deep breaths here with our forehead on the mat, trying to really inhale and exhale. So bring that forehead to the mat, and let's find our breath. Very nice and controlled. Let's come on up. Being really kind to yourself. Sometimes you can get kind of lightheaded when you take some really deep breaths. So I hope you're feeling a little lightheaded. It's my goal to get you high in oxygen here. So we're gonna bring our feet out nice and wide. So maybe wide for you is like right here, and that's totally okay. This can be as wide as you're going, and this could feel like that's all that I can give today. Find that spot that feels right in your body. So bringing those legs out nice and wide, whatever your wide looks like. We're gonna try to flatten through that spine, reach that crown of your head up towards the ceiling. And we're gonna gently push our right shoulder forwards. Try to keep your back as flat as you can, just so you feel that stretch. But let out a big exhale. Gently bring it all back to center. We're gonna switch sides. We're gonna bring that other shoulder forward, moving up towards the ceiling, pressing. Taking a big exhale here. Inhale, bring it all back up to center. You've got this. We're gonna do a bunch of these in our own flow, and it might feel excruciating. You're welcome to come out of it, but I just want you to try to be present in your body here. This is where we hold so much tension. So even breathing through in this moment might be exactly what you need. And letting it all go. So we're gonna sit it up really tall. We're gonna bring our soles of our feet together, finding a butterfly. So this is feeling really intense on your hip. We haven't really warmed up our hips today. Walk those feet a little bit farther forward. So giving yourself plenty of room in your hips, being kind of gentle with them. And we're gonna sit it up really tall. And you're gonna bring your right ear to your right shoulder. Take an exhale, let your chin fall forward as far as it feels comfortable, like you're bringing your chin towards your chest, and gently let that ear roll towards the other shoulder. And take a big inhale, maybe look up, keep that ear towards that shoulder. Exhale, let that chin fall towards that chest. And let it roll to the other side. So I want you to go really slowly through these and not pushing it to the extreme. Like maybe being gentle here, listening to what feels okay on your neck. We need to be gentle with our necks. They hold a lot of important things, like all of our spinal nerves, and we should show them love and support by rolling them out sometimes, thanking them for carrying our giant heavy heads. Our heads are so heavy, right? Because they're filled with knowledge, right? That's why your head is so heavy. Your neck's tired because you're so smart. And just rolling it out, letting it all go. All right, we're gonna sit it up really tall. We're gonna do some big shoulder rolls, seeing how that feels inside the spine. If you're like me and kind of sore, it feels good. Big shoulder rolls. Beautiful. Let's bring those legs out back nice and wide. And we're gonna do kind of an annoying flow here. I just call it annoying because if your hips are tight, they're gonna say things to you. So we're gonna turn all of our torso towards our right heel, flat spine. We're gonna pull our chin towards our shin. So pulling it forward, really reach, 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 reach. Big inhale. Exhale, let it all go round. Walk the round over. Inhale, peel it up. Coming back to center, and then we're gonna switch it. So turning towards that left foot, bring your chin towards your shin. Inhale, exhale, round it all. And inhale, lift it up. Beautiful. So lifting that chin towards that shin. Exhale, let it round. And lifting it all up. On that exhale, beautiful. Chin forward. Letting it roll. Squeeze it up. So try to close your eyes and try to see if maybe without paying too much attention to yourself, you can find a flow between all those motions I just said that feel good in your body. So the goal here is to kind of let go of that tension, to let go of that self-judgment, and just kind of breathe and feel in your body. Ooh, being real nice to those hips, being real good to them. Lift it up. Ooh, all right, we're gonna come forward now, finishing on whatever side, making yourself feel balanced here. We're gonna really flex those toes towards that face. I want you to take a big inhale, reach it up towards the ceiling. Exhale, reach it forward. Nice. And maybe take another big inhale, see if you can lift your collarbone, spread them out wide. Exhale, see if you can round just a little bit deeper. Let your head fall forward. Maybe reach for your feet. Ooh. Gorgeous. All right, we're gonna come on up into a tabletop here. And it's really helpful for this one to have a set of blocks, especially if you're really tight in your hamstrings. And if you don't have a set of blocks, you can definitely use 2 sturdy water bottles or something like that, something that you can feel like you can grab onto. You can be really creative. We were creative in COVID. We're still creative. So we're gonna bring those blocks outside of your mat if you have them. Coming into our tabletop, we're gonna take that right foot and you're gonna bring it on the outside of that right hand, and we're gonna find some big circles here, getting into those hips, getting into it here, really circling it around, finding that spot, breathing through it. And see, this might be a good spot to have your blocks, especially if this feels really tight. You could just hold it here. Making sure you're walking that knee back far enough. You're getting that nice line from knee to knee. And maybe try to lift your chest, or maybe try to come on to a forearm here. Whatever feels okay for you. Maybe you don't have any blocks at home and you're just holding it with your hands, or you're just really strong here. Maybe pushing your knee out a little now. Coming to the knife edge of that foot. And let's just breathe. Okay, now that we've played with it, find a spot that you feel okay in, and we're gonna hold it for 3 really deep breaths here. really trying to let that inhale really fill up your belly, and exhale, really let go of everything. Gorgeous. All right, wherever you are, let's come back and let's bring that foot between those hands. So this is when I'm taking yoga class, when I like to have blocks, is I don't really have the flexibility here, but making sure you have your legs on a train track. So knee pointing, knee pointing. So we're like this, we're not like this. Got it? Our hips are telling our knees where to be right here. And what we're gonna do is maybe just coming up and pressing your hips forward and lifting that chest. Maybe grabbing onto a chair here if this feels like, oh, maybe I can't do it. And just looking up towards the ceiling, taking a big exhale and just letting it all go, letting go anything negative you're holding on to right now for any reason. And we're gonna come back to center, and this is where I like to have blocks. So maybe taking them on their highest setting, and you're gonna kick your heel out and press up and back through your hip like you're scissoring your legs together, flat back, hinging forward. So maybe without blocks you're here, maybe you're just holding it right here, maybe with blocks you're helping you get a little deeper. And you're gonna exhale, bring that chin forward. I know not everyone has props at home, so I don't want you to feel like you can't get a really good stretch right here or right here. I just have really tight knees, and the blocks really help me, but I don't want you to feel like you're not gonna get a good stretch if you don't have the silly little things, you know what I mean? Because like these, I had to buy the ones with like stuff on them, so they're more expensive. They're from Hot Flex. So flexing those toes towards your face. Okay, now that we've felt really good here, we're gonna press our hips forward and lift that chest. So without blocks, maybe you're here, maybe you're holding onto a chair, press those hips back, lift those hips up. So find a flow between those two moves with your breath. So it can be nice to have blocks, give you a little bit of stability, or maybe this back knee like me is really hurting you and you're gonna put a pillow down or something like that for that knee to protect it. And you're gonna flow between these two extremes and come to that breath. Finding where they feel really good for you. Beautiful job. All right, we're gonna come on up and maybe bring those blocks back behind you, or maybe just skip the block part here, but we're gonna press those hips really forward. And I want you to just let your head fall back and start to look up towards the ceiling. Maybe try to pull those elbows in behind you, trying to push that chest a little farther forward. Let's get a big inhale. Exhale, can you look a little farther up? How'd that feel? I got a little dizzy for a second. Did you? Okay, we're gonna go into our tabletop. Maybe we have those blocks. So the blocks are sometimes nice for those heart openers if you like to go really deep in them. I suggest trying it with the blocks so you go a little deeper with them. But we're gonna come into that lizard and do that whole sequence on the other side. So maybe coming into a child's pose right here real quick, just kind of letting go of that tension. We're gonna come back up, and we're gonna take that left foot to the outside of that left hand, and we're gonna start to find those circles here. Maybe you're gonna come up onto those blocks. Maybe you're gonna come down onto your forearms and push that knee out. Whatever stretch you found with your lizard on the other side, let's go ahead and find right here, breathing into it. Breathe, breathe, breathe. And gently coming on up, we're gonna walk that foot between our hands. We're gonna press that hip forward and look up. Let's press back through those hips, lift those toes towards the ceiling, square off those hips, and lift those hips up towards the ceiling. And send those hips back, lift up those toes. Maybe flex and point that toe here. Beautiful job. All right, we're really gonna come on we're gonna walk our hands way far out to the side, press back through your hips, maybe look towards the sky, maybe bend that back knee. How are we feeling? Ooh, gently coming all out of that. We're gonna switch sides. So we're gonna do that all in reverse. Are you ready? All right, now that we're feeling nice and open, we're gonna come on down. Let's open up those knees nice and wide. Maybe bring your arms up overhead. You're gonna let your knees fall to one side. Inhale, bring those knees back up. Exhale, let those knees fall to the other side. Coming to that breath. Beautiful. I hope you've been joining me for my Tuesdays and Thursdays. I think you guys are doing a great job. I hope you're getting something out of these workouts. I've tried to design them so that they're beneficial and you feel good in your body. Let me know if there's any videos you'd like me to add or any videos you're looking for. We're going to hug those knees in. Maybe rock side to side. Maybe find some movement that your body is asking for. And maybe take those hands behind those thighs, wide elbows. Take those feet up overhead. Maybe find that ball if it doesn't feel good. Or you know you have osteopenia. Maybe avoid those motions. Listening to your spine. Your spine is so smart. And I will see you guys in the next video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I don't make any money on YouTube till I have 1,000 subscribers. So all like 20 of you that are watching this, thank you. It means so much to me. And yeah, thank you guys. I'll see you soon.